So on day 2, which was the 1st of October, we shot scene 3, 5, 1, 10, 11, and 8. We had a full day basically. So our call time was 7 a.m. and we started really late because we was waiting on our DOP. He kind of delayed. He kind of delayed, and we also couldn't have someone else step in for him because he had the he had the SD card of the camera, so we were unable to start shooting without him, and yeah, it was gonna be impossible for us to do so. But he showed up, 2 hours later. He showed up 2 hours later. But I know that we actually finished on time. A scene, I think scene one had 4 characters. So the more characters we have in one scene, or the more characters we have for a scene, the more time that we will need to have on our side. And yeah, so we started off with the scenes where Cindy was waking up in the morning to a bouquet of flowers, just capturing moments of her alone, establishing her loneliness, and establishing the feeling of wanting affection and intimacy. Saturday was actually the only day that we wanted to have everyone on set because of transport purposes, and we also didn't have enough space to accommodate everyone. So that's why we wanted to get those scenes done in one day. Scene 1 and scene 10, I thought they were going to be the most difficult scenes to shoot because they have more characters, and also because my mom was also portraying the character of Mrs. Mugwetu, of which it really got me nervous. It got me nervous because she's never done this before. But I like the fact that Vuyo and Mihlali made her feel comfortable, and they also practiced with her, and they made it I don't know, they made her feel comfortable, and and she just naturally she just, I don't know, but she was just able to act and portray the character of Mrs. Makweta. I had already given her a brief of the character description, and she understood that. But when she first started, when we actually started the scene, she was nervous, and she kind of forgot her lines. But I'm grateful to my cast for making her feel comfortable, and and going through this with her, and yeah, and it ended up working really well. Vuyo he understood the assignment, and Mihlali as well. They really did a good job. And Miyolo, who was acting the character of, or portraying the character of Joe, they really did well. They understood the assignment. I didn't necessarily have to direct them that much, because they came prepared. They came prepared even with the wardrobe, because we also didn't have a lot of crew members, so I had to juggle in between roles, not characters. I had to juggle in between roles, wardrobe, production design. We didn't necessarily need production design, we just had to set up the scene. So everyone was participating, and everyone was hands-on, everyone was helping where they could. So yeah, that's how everything ended up working really well. We finished shooting on this day at 2 a.m. Bedroom scenes, yeah, they really, I was so impressed. The bedroom scenes, as much as they were intimate, they were also, I don't know, man, like everything was happening in that bedroom, you know, everything was happening, you know. Like at first we saw them like, you know, being in love with each other, to them fighting with each other, to Lungile rejecting Cindy, or Lungile reprimanding his wife. Like everything was just happening in that bedroom, and I love that, you know. And I like the fact that we also played around with you know, with the angles and the kind of shots that we wanted, so that our editor Umusa can have a lot to play around with and also have options. But yeah, man, day two was really challenging, but shout out to my producer as well for, you know, for waking up early, preparing us food, and shout out to my best friend as well. She also showed up on sets, Pogazi, and she also helped with, you know, with food preparations. I also helped where I could, and also shout out to my AD Lusanda. Wow, she did an amazing job, guys. Like she was really hands-on. Like everyone was just hands-on, man. Like everyone understood the assignment. Like everyone, like yeah, everyone came prepared. Like everyone showed up to work, you know, showed up to bring this film to life. Everyone, yeah, man, I'm so content. I'm so content with how everything worked out for us, and yeah, I could go on and on. But